Preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Place 2 pounds of beef sirloin into a 3-quart casserole dish. Brush the tops of the beef with olive oil or the oil of your choice. Season the beef with salt and pepper and any other dry seasonings if you want any other dry seasonings. I'm just using salt and pepper. Then set it aside for a minute. In a small bowl, combine 2 tablespoons of avocado oil or the oil of your choice, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and a half teaspoon of garlic powder. Whisk everything together until the garlic powder is fully dissolved. Spread the mixture evenly over the beef. Scatter 4 mini sweet peppers that have been chopped over the beef. Chop 1/4 of a medium red onion into strips. Then scatter the strips over the beef and the peppers. You can adjust any of the seasonings or vegetables to your personal taste. Place the steak in your preheated oven. Bake at 425 degrees for 20 minutes or until the beef is your desired level of pink. Once the steak is done baking, remove it from the oven and allow it to sit in the pan for about 5 minutes before serving it. In a large skillet, place 30 milliliters or around 2 tablespoons of olive oil or the oil of your choice. Preheat the oil on medium heat for about 3 to 5 minutes or until the oil is heated. While you're waiting for the oil to heat, place 1 pound of lean ground beef or ground chicken in a large mixing bowl. Add a half teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of dry parsley, 1 teaspoon of dry oregano, and 1 large egg. Stir everything together until it's fully combined. Gradually fold in 56 grams or around a half cup of shredded mozzarella cheese and 23 grams or around a 1/4 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Stir the cheeses in until they're fully combined and evenly distributed throughout the beef mixture. Line a work surface with some parchment paper or a silicone mat. Scoop the beef mixture out about 2 tablespoons at a time onto your work surface. Roll each beef scoop into smooth balls. Place the meatballs in your preheated skillet. Make sure you do not overcrowd. You just want these in a single layer with a little bit of space in between the meatballs. Depending on how big your skillet is, you might need to do it in 2 batches. Cook the meatballs for 2 to 3 minutes or until they're starting to brown on the bottom. Then turn the meatballs and cook in 2 to 3 minute intervals until the meatballs are brown on all sides. While the meatballs are cooking, in a medium bowl, combine 176 grams or around 3/4 of keto ketchup. If you can't find keto ketchup in the store, I'll leave a link in the description to my keto ketchup. Add 15 milliliters or around 1 tablespoon of olive oil or the oil of your choice, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, 100 grams or around a half cup of the brown sugar substitute of your choice. I'm using brown monk fruit sweetener. You can adjust this more or less depending on how sweet you want your sauce. Add 4 milliliters or around 2 teaspoons of the W sauce that you all know I can't pronounce, Worcestershire sauce or however you pronounce it. Add 4 milliliters of that. Add 58 milliliters or around 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. You can also adjust this more or less depending on how sour you want your sauce. Add your desired amount of salt and pepper and 15 milliliters or around 1 tablespoon of room temperature water. Stir everything together until it's fully combined and smooth. Place 1/4 of a medium red onion that's been chopped into the skillet with your meatballs. Pour your sauce mixture over the meatballs and the onions. Stir everything together until it's fully combined and the meatballs and onions are coated with the sauce. Cover your skillet, reduce the heat to low, and cook for about 15 minutes or until the sauce has thickened. After 15 minutes, uncover the skillet. If you want a thicker sauce, you can add about a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum or a little bit of keto thickener of your choice. It's up to you how thick or thin you want your sauce. If you do use the xanthan gum or thickener, make sure that when you stir it in, it's fully dissolved in the sauce. Spoon your desired amount of the meatballs and sauce over the keto rice substitute of your choice. I like to use Miracle Rice or Jicama rice. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Stir together 130 grams or around a half cup of my refried bean substitute. I'll leave a link in the description to that. Add 130 grams or around a half cup of salsa. Stir the bean substitute and the salsa together until everything is fully combined. Spread the mixture evenly over a 12 to 13 inch keto pizza crust of your choice. I'll leave a link in the description to my pizza crust. You can use any pizza crust you want. If you're using mine, it needs to be pre-baked for about 5 minutes before you add the sauce. When you add the sauce, leave about a ½ inch border around the edges. Top the sauce evenly with 224 grams or around 2 cups of shredded Colby cheese or the cheese of your choice. Add the cheese with a ½ pound of cooked chicken that's been chopped, 79 grams or around a ½ cup of chopped red bell pepper, 26 grams or around a 1/4 cup of chopped red onions, and if you want to, you can add your desired amount of sliced black olives. Place the pizza in your preheated oven. Bake at 400 degrees for 7 to 10 minutes or until the cheese is melted and the toppings are heated through. Once the pizza is done cooking, remove it from the oven and allow it to cool for at least 5 minutes before slicing and serving. In a large skillet over medium heat, preheat 15 milliliters or around 1 tablespoon of olive oil or the oil of your choice for about 3 to 5 minutes or until the oil is heated. Add 37 grams or around 1/3 cup of chopped onion. I like to use red onions. Stir the onions to combine with the oil and cook for about 3 to 5 minutes or until the onions are softened. Add 1 pound of lean ground beef. Break the beef up into small pieces and season with your desired amount of salt and pepper and dry seasonings of your choice. I like to use garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. Cook the beef, stirring occasionally for about 5 to 7 minutes or until the beef is no longer pink. Once the beef is done cooking, drain off any excess fat. Add 14½ ounces of canned diced tomatoes with their juices. 33 grams or around 2 tablespoons of keto ketchup. Again, I'll leave the link in the description to my keto ketchup if you don't want to use a store-bought one. 3 grams or around 2 tablespoons of mustard. If you don't want to use pre-made mustard, you can use a mustard substitute that I like to use a lot of times, which is, in this case, it's 2 teaspoons of water, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 teaspoons of ground mustard. Just mix that all in together until it's smooth. Add 15 milliliters or around 1 tablespoon of liquid aminos or low sodium soy sauce. Add 30 grams or around 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Stir everything together until it's fully combined. Then bring the mixture to a low boil. Simmer the mixture for about 5 minutes. Gradually stir in 2 ounces of the shredded cheese of your choice. I like to use Colby or cheddar cheese. Stir the cheese until it's fully melted. Then gradually stir in 2 more ounces of shredded cheese and stir that until it melts. Spoon your desired amount of keto pasta onto the plate of your choice. I'll leave a link in the description to my keto pasta. You can use any pasta you want. Eat and enjoy.